Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for Midday Live. We're here for a lot of football talk. You know what I mean? You're probably wondering, where is George? We don't know. That's why we're a little bit late, people. We don't know. We tried to wait for him before the show started, but there's no news. George, where are you, man? You can't hide.
Maybe he's on top of the stadium next to the chicken on the basketball, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Waving a flag or the white flag or something. Do you know what
I mean? But now, listen. Hopefully he turns up, man, in a Bali or whatever.
It's a good day, mate.
I mean? Fine, George.
He better turn up. You must.
He must. You know what I'm there, because like I said, it ain't easy. 4 in a row now. 4 losses in a row. But we'll get into it all together. We'll talk about Man City. We'll talk about Liverpool. We'll talk about everyone, man. We're here. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Lee, how are you, mate? Sunshine is here as well in Manchester, man. But yeah,
man, 26 degrees. It's beautiful. Wonderful view. And I'm sitting here chatting to you lovely people. So yeah, come on, man. It's nice. And yeah, man, we need George here, bro, because 3-point collectors in the building. And obviously, it's your turn tonight, Saeed. Good luck with that.
All right, listen. I'm just glad, yeah, that we're not talking about United today in regards to.
No, we will be talking about.
No,
United.
we will. Palace is my second team, so I don't mind giving Palace a little my
pre-cooking. Pre-cooking, yeah.
That. Smash these likes up, man. Smash these likes up, and I'm 91 subs from 98k. So get me up to 98k today, come on.
Yeah, same as well, man. I think I'm less than 90 away from 91k. So make sure you do that, Lee Gunner, and you know what I mean, and my channel as well, man. Big up to him. Welks is in the building. Roms couldn't make it, but Welks is a Liverpool fan. Big up to you, bro.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up the panel. Big up the people as well, man. Can't complain. Liverpool won yesterday, but a little bit too late. But still, I'm happy for certain players as well. But you know, listen, Jurgen Klopp's leaving. I'm in my feels at the moment right now. I can't rely, man. I can't rely. So, yeah, man. Listen, it's not how it is meant to be. But for Klopp, for the entertainment, I'll take it, man. So yeah, man. Let this last couple games be the best last couple games, and then off we go, bro.
Yeah,
bring me on these slots. Slap you motherfuckers out here.
It's crazy. And then we got LB, man. You know what I mean? Just a little 4 goals from Haaland this weekend. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. What are you saying, bro? You good, yeah?
Nah, I'm chilling, man. 3 games left. And then we lift that trophy again. Hopefully we will be there. Big up the panel as always. Big up the chat. Make sure you smash the likes. I ain't quite at 91k. I'm not quite at 92k. We're at 6.
Come on, you get there. You get there.
Well, hopefully, man. Hopefully one day. We're at 17.5, man. So the channel's moving very well.
Man. That's flying, by the way. That is
flying.
How quick you've done that is mad. So big up, man.
Nah, seriously. Big up to LB, man. But yeah, big up to LB in the building. And yeah, Don is coming now. He's going to be coming in about 5 minutes, people. So Don will be here to talk about Madueke and glaze up Madueke. So we'll be there for that one. Yeah, I know, exactly. But we're going to get on to the Tottenham, man. You know what I mean? Tottenham get battered everywhere they go, man. You know what? I think it's Liverpool's fault that, you know, it came to 4-2 and that, because it could have been more. It should have been, what, 5, 6, 7? I don't even know, man. But, yo, man, Lee Gunner, yeah, these Tottenham fans were getting excited. They were talking about Ange, but it's the history of the Tottenham, innit? Like, they get excited. They're in your mentions every year. And then what happens at the end? They fall away,
mate.
Man.
No, listen, mate. We were October champions, mate, and you know we were kangaroos in sauce, and now man like expressions is having seizures, bro. You know what I mean? 4x, man. I mean, listen, that lot have always been shit. They will remain shit, no matter what manager goes in there. They will always be crap. Yeah, they get so mouthy every season. Why? I don't get it. Yeah, we got our top Spurs back, mate. Yeah, this is how rubbish that football club is, right? They get knocked out of the League Cup in the 2nd round, not the 3rd, but the 2nd. The very next day, their owner sits there and goes, well, I must say, we've got our Tottenham back. And they all stood up and clapped. It's like, what are we doing here? That club has gone 17 years without a trophy, and look how happy they all are. Yeah, look how happy they are. Oh, we've got our Tottenham back. Big Ange, you know, Mickey van der Ven, Happy Destiny Adogi Day and all that crap. Yeah. Fact and reality is that club will always be the laughing stock of the Premier League. Yeah, they never, ever achieve anything. I'm 42 in June. Yeah, 42 next month. right? And they've won 4 trophies in my lifetime. 4. That's actually embarrassing. Yeah, this club are more interested in go-karting and Pearl Jam tickets, yeah, and WizKid, yeah, than they are winning on the football pitch. Yeah, and anyone who's happy with that club, yeah, that supports that club, you're the issue. Yeah, you should be outside that stadium, not with Ed Sheeran with the banjo, like that rubbish. You should be actually full-on protesting against your ownership. Instead, they just want to see better-looking football. Yeah, they sacked Conte when they were 4th. Yeah, they're currently 5th. That went well then, didn't it?
Facts. And he
You know
called out most of the shit that was going on there, man. He talks about the mentality of the players. Like, for real, he dropped a lot of gems, you know, man, in that, what he said, you know. And all of a sudden, it was seemed negative. It was seemed toxic and that.
Yeah, but this is the problem, Saeed. Top fans in the country now, or clubs, English clubs that are supported by these people around the world and in England, yeah? They just want comforting lies. They don't want facts about their club. They just want to, oh, my winger's better than your winger. My striker's better than your striker. My defender's better than your defender. How about my club's better than yours? How about that? They don't want that. They just want comforting lies every week. Yeah, oh, look, we're changing the culture, mate. No, you're not. You're not changing anything. Yeah, no, you're not. It's mate tax. Yeah, couldn't care less, mate. That's all it is. They just got a manager that they actually kind of like, and they've seen something that half resembles football this season. That's it for Tottenham. That's all they're concerned about. And the fact that Daniel Levy's put the season tickets up 6% going forward. Oh my days. And they're not even rioting.
Bro.
Wow. Yeah, that club's finished.
Bro. Man said V Diddy, you know, for Vicario. That was bad. Like, expression of the GOAT, man. Nah, that was crazy, man. You know what's bad, yeah? He's changed his tune, man. He's gone from just do it, mate. So we need to change. You know what I mean, man? He went from just do it, mate. You know what I mean? Don't need to defend, mate. To now he's like, yo, we need to.
Mate. It's just who we are, mate. We don't need to
we are, mate.
Set pieces, mate. It's just who we are, mate.
Yeah. I actually like most of his principles, yeah, but bro, you can't get beat 4 in a row, man, and like everything's okay. You know what I mean, bro? Like,
yeah, but we get beaten 4 in a row and not change anything. That's crazy. Yes. Not to change anything. Like, bro, that's the only. Do you know like tactical awareness where sometimes you have to wake up and smell the coffee kind of thing, where you know, listen. 2 games on a bounce, yeah. These men are peppering me, set pieces and so forth. Let's actually work on this, or let's change something, yeah. Bro, this guy was still playing the high line, you know. Bro, it was Mickey Van der Ven and Romero. Bro, I don't know who was it? Who was their left back? I can't remember who was that.
Emerson Royale.
Emerson.
Or Chicken Royale, as they call.
Emerson. Yeah. Bro, when I saw him, you know, there's certain man, yeah. See, yeah, if you're not that good, just don't invert, yeah, or just don't try to be the tiki-taka, but just defend first. That's the first and foremost, right? And when you're playing against Liverpool at Anfield, yeah, no crowd is going crazy. Just do your job in it. He couldn't even do the basics, bro. Couldn't even do the. See that Salah goal, yeah. If I was a Tottenham fan, I'll be fuming. He looks back at Salah, so he knows Salah's behind him.
Yeah,
and it still gets a header. Even if Vicario should have saved that, I think Vicario should have saved that. But still, Emerson, he looks back, goes back, man. It's a goal. And then, bro, see what I mean about Ange? I don't believe. See, I got beef with Tottenham ever since they tried to do a parade after the Georgie win at their ground. Their man done a parade.
It was against us. It was against us. Remember they won and they had that little thingy.
Where was Basuma's child, bro? He must have Basuma done. Must have the laps. The laps. Where was your laps yesterday, bro? Where was the laps? Where was it? Oh, thank you to the fans. Thank you to the fans. Bro, Lee telling me 6% up. I saw Tottenham fans leaving. Is that your 6% is going, bro? Down the drain, and you see a 4-2 loss, bro. Listen, we're meaty, bro. I can't lie, bro. At the same time, you see Tottenham though, no trophies. And since when did Tottenham? I always ask this. When did Tottenham have this sort of entitlement to be part of this sort of conversation with the likes of Arsenal, Man City, even Liverpool? When did Tottenham become that? When did we start? When did we start? Is it because Pochettino got them to a Champions League final? But let's be real. That Champions League final was dusty. We all knew it was. Trent came out and said that we always knew he was going to win that Champions League final. There's nothing to gloat about. I'm happy that I got my Champions League, but it was nothing special. And then what? And what? And Jason Mourinho, you sack your manager before a final, huh? And you guys, and he's right. You're telling me about wingers and stuff like, oh, Dogi's the best. I don't give a toss. But do you know? See this game? It's in a sport. Yeah, you win trophies. That's what it is. You win trophies. Lee said that. Yeah, Tottenham was in the Carabao Cup and they got knocked out. In the second round?
To Fulham. Fulham, yeah, Fulham.
A young Carabao Cup guy, just a little young one. You might can't even do it. You might can't even win a young Carabao Cup. Man United won a Carabao Cup, and these
you think as well,
manager.
You'd think as well, coming into a new club, that manager would want to go for a trophy. Yeah, and he gets them straight out in the second round. Pathetic.
Who did they lose in the FA Cup? I forgot. Who did they lose in the FA Cup?
Oh yeah, we did. We did. But we spoke about this before, though. Yeah, but a lot of people don't want to win these trophies. People look down on these trophies. People look down on the Carabao Cup. People look down on the FA Cup. People look down on even the Conference League that West Ham won last year. People who support teams that don't support, that don't win trophies, will look down at West Ham saying, "Oh, it's the Conference League." And yeah, it's not the biggest trophy in the world. It's still a trophy. And this is why I don't get it.
I swear, LB. I swear Tottenham went in and they got knocked out as well in the conference. I swear they were
not this year. Not this year.
No, not this year. But I swear, is it like last season or?
I don't know what happened last year. But
yeah, they were in the conference league as well.
People always moan. People always moan at City winning all the trophies. Yeah, City take him seriously. It's the same with Arsenal last year. You know what I mean? Arsenal come to the Etihad last year in the FA Cup. Mikel Arteta rotated his whole back line. And then, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we can't compete with City. Yeah, you didn't compete with City because you rotated your whole back line. Maybe if you would have played your strongest 11, maybe you could have actually won the game. It's about time that fans start getting onto these managers to start taking the competition seriously, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's weird. It's proper weird. Let's be honest, yeah. Spurs ain't going to win the Premier League anytime soon. Yeah, that's not arrogance. It's just they're not. So why are they not going in for the Carabao Cup?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's why I don't get, like, what is Tottenham's aim? Like, because 2 years in a row, I said it to Toby, 2 years in a row, Man United and Chelsea have been, let's be honest, like Ten Hag's first season, you know what I mean? We got the third, but let's be honest, it was a mediocre third. It was kind of almost, we stumbled across the line, you know? And I think Liverpool was shit that year, and Chelsea was shit that year. And then this year, even when United have been shit, like, they haven't capitalized. And I'm like, what's it going to take for you lot to capitalize, you know? And they haven't done that. And also, like, win a trophy as well. Like, what's the aim for Tottenham, you know? And that's the key question for Tottenham fans. What's the aim? Is it comes down to the owners? Does it come down to the manager, the players, the football club, the fans, the culture around the club? What does it come down to? And that,
but the owners are always going to be dusty. Daniel Levy is always going to be dusty. You sold Harry Kane for, like, what is it, 100 mil, and you got these sort of players. This is where, you see, when a manager comes, you see, like, for example, like, we get a new manager coming in. All I want is football, right? I want to see football. Okay, yes, you might and win like a Carabao Cup or FA Cup. That's your little sort of targets, right? Implement a style of play, and then get these players playing football, so you can trust your sort of manager going forward, and then let's you go further into the competitions, right? But if we see Tottenham, and what I saw, Ange plays a good brand of football. There's only one brand of football. You see, in this Premier League, you can't do that. You have to adapt. And Ange, for example, if he's going to be on the sort of high horse and the stubbornness, and listen, he should learn from Jurgen Klopp. He's a Liverpool fan. Jurgen Klopp is stubborn, but look what stubbornness caught him. We should have won more leagues if Klopp wasn't stubborn. And people might say this rhetoric about managers being stubborn, but I can't lie, Pep ain't stubborn. Arteta ain't stubborn. So in my sense, if you want to listen, abandon the sort of principles about this rhetoric where I just play the same way, this is how we play. No, you got Emerson Royal. You don't have Udogie. You don't play Madison. Use those crop of players into a different side of football. I saw Man United, as shit as they are, they beat us. At least Ten Hag implemented. He adapted. You get what I'm saying? And this is arguably a shit Man United in this current time. So in my head, I think to myself, bro, okay, someone like Ange, you have to learn quickly, bro. You have to adapt in this Premier League. If you don't, this is what happens. You lose 4 on the bounce. And then the aim is always going to be go for the the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. These are prestigious. I celebrate the FA Cup and I celebrate the Carabao Cup. Even though it's the only cup we're going to win this year, I celebrate that. I don't mind that. But you see, Tottenham fans, you're in no position to be, oh, I think we should try for go for top 4. Oh, we should try win the Champions League. Oh, we should try win the Premier League. You're no position to do that, my bro. Humble yourself. You're a crap team, and that's cool. You're building or something, quote unquote, right? Get yourself a Carabao Cup. Get these players to understand what it feels like to win a trophy. Once you get that, then is this what it feels like to win a trophy? All right, cool. Let's push on. You feel me? But hey ho. That's unbelievable. And
5th isn't even guaranteed, you know, because Newcastle, I think, are behind them as well. You got Chelsea lurking around as well. You know what I mean? Like, broski, like fifth mind of him. hey, man, like, yo, man, like the Don's back, yeah.
You can do the funniest thing to Tottenham. I'm telling you, bruv. Hey, don't let that happen, Jules. You know, don't let us go above you, bro. You know what I mean? If they lose the rest of their games, yeah. And then we win the rest of our
George ain't even listening, Don. George ain't even listening, man. Man's zoned out, bro. He's probably on a flight somewhere to Timbuktu. He wants none of this.
Bro, I haven't seen him in a single group chat I'm in with him, you know. Not
bro,
one.
I don't know where he is, man. Find George. Hashtag find George, man.
Find George,
you know what I'm saying?
Tottenham's got Burnley, City, and Sheffield. Hey, oh my gosh.
Bro,
Man City, listen, Newcastle as well. You see, remember what happened? They played Newcastle. Was it St. James Park? They got battered 3-0. Mickey van der Ven on Bambi on ice.
4-0.
Yeah.
Was 4-0. That was an improvement on last year, though, because they were 5-0 down after about 20 minutes.
Yeah, man.
You know what, man? Like,
shocking, man. But you know what's funny, yeah? You're spot on as well, lads, right? That club's mentality has always been crap.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, it has been crap. They've won 4 trophies in 40 odd years, and they think they're the bee's knees.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man, like what we're doing here, it's a trophy every decade. Yeah, in fact, Arsenal's ex-manager won them a trophy. That's how good he was, by the way.
John Graham.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is the thing, they dismiss all these cup competitions like, oh yeah, like we're the best in the world and we can pick what competitions. It's like, mate, have you seen the state of your team? Have you seen the state of like this squad every season? Now they're a team, right? They remind me of like, I don't know, like the kid at school that like had like the £110 Nike Maxes on there, but he wore the same boxes every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Same like that, or like, you know, scruffy little kid at school, but he always had seriously, there was a kid in my school, yeah, scruffy bastard in school, yeah, always had the Air Max brand new. Yeah, and it was like, how you got them, mate? Fix up the rest of yourself. And that's Tottenham. Yeah, it looks good from a distance, but then when you break it down, it's all crusty and horrible and stinky, man. Yeah, that's Tottenham. But this is their fan base, man. Their fans ain't got no backbone.
Yeah, what happened to Madison? What happened to sign of the year?
Madison, bro. Generally, banter aside, yeah. What has happened to Madison? Banter aside, is he going to make the Euros right now? Was he going to go in the Euro squad?
There's 26 names now, isn't it? He'll probably all get in there. You're allowed to. If it was 24 like before, I've said from day one that Palmer should be going ahead of him because he can play more positions.
100% Palmer should go ahead. That was the case.
Or even Elliot. Like as much as it might not sound like a nice, because listen, I saw a tweet even saying if Maino had if Elliot had the PR that Maino had, yeah, because Elliot had a great season this season. The only problem is we asked for Klopp to start him more. Elliot is good as well.
I like Elliot.
Like Elliot, bro. Elliot, I'm not saying just because he scored a banger yesterday. Elliot this season has been good this season. And then you think to yourself, yeah, right, okay, I don't really watch the Euros. That's not really what I don't do that. But at the same time, if I'm thinking, right, if I'm taking place, Maddison shouldn't be going there, bro. He dipped, and that's the thing about Maddison. That's the problem where when Arsenal, Lee, remember when Arsenal fans were asking for Maddison over Odegaard?
I want Maddison over Odegaard. I still bring Maddison.
But Maddison only has like, let's say, max of 10 good games. Then he dips. That's what even at Leicester, like, I remember like he will start the season well, or you have a period where it was near the end of the season. He never had a consistent season. No one can tell me like, okay, Maddison like had a consistent sort of season. That's why I would say, yeah, for example, with Maddison, is it whether or not he needs the players around him? But then again, Tottenham fans will tell me that Bissouma was the best, better than Declan Rice this season.
It comes back to
apologize, by the way, for that.
It comes back to the squad and the recruitment. These clubs ain't doing what's required to challenge Man City. Yeah, Maddison, like you said, yeah, he won't have a whole season. Yeah, Odegaard don't have a whole season either. Last season, people say he had a great season because he scored 15 goals. He wasn't great all season. Yeah, he disappeared for the last 8 games. Same with most of the squad. This season, he's been in and out. Yeah, same with Maddison. But this is the problem, right? When you look at Man City, they're consistent as a team and as a squad for the whole season. When you look at our clubs are consistent with their 11 for a lot of the season. But then after that, the drop-off is crazy. Yeah, if Liverpool have a few players out injured, the drop-off's mad. Same with Chelsea, same with Arsenal. If Man City have a drop-off, oh, well, we'll just bring Alvarez in instead. We'll bring Grealish in. Yeah, we'll bring Bernardo on. Yeah, and this is why I get the ump with all of these clubs, because it's like they all cry about Man City, yeah, but they've all spent more than Man City. It's like, come on, what are we doing here? Yeah. Antonio Conte told that, like, the fans are spending the money. Yeah, they spend the money. The players take the money. Yeah, the board doesn't give it the money.
Yo, for real, man. For
He
real,
spoke
man.
facts, man. He spoke
He got
facts,
sacked
bro.
after that, innit? That press conference. He got sacked after that one, innit?
He got
That was
sacked yeah,
one
not long after.
My
He got
God.
sacked not long after, man. But now,
It was
listen,
just,
man.
that wasn't the right club for him, though, innit? Because Conte's a winner, and
Yeah.
you know, at the end of the day, we all know the situation. There was in a cup final. They sacked Mourinho. Like that just tells you
Yeah.
everything that you need to know. It really does. Like that's just it. Like they sacked Mourinho before a cup final. Mourinho, a cup final specialist. A lot of people would call him like a 1v, like a one game knockout. Mourinho's a top man, and they sacked him and give it the young
Ryan
kid.
Mason. Ryan Mason.
Ryan Mason.
Ryan Mason and that.
What
He's
are
still
they
there,
doing?
by the way. He's still there with the
I
other
don't
guy,
understand
man.
why he's still there, bro. I don't
Bro,
really.
he's like, yo, go do a Kieran McKenna, man, and go find your own.
Yeah,
kinda, like,
man.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, do you?
Yeah,
man.
no, Tottenham don't want to win. Tottenham don't want to win like trophies. They just want to glow when their playing does well in 5 games. They want to tell you that their play is better than your player, kind of thing. And I think from the fan base of Tottenham and stuff like that, because even Expressions, shout out to Expressions, but he just talks about reaching top 4. No hearing about some to win a trophy. I know there was a time where he wanted to win a trophy, obviously going to the final. But obviously, what do you do when you're the Bulls sack a manager before a final? Who does that? Who does that? In your head, you'll think, right, okay, whether you win the final or not, we part ways after.
Cut ways, yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
I swear it was to do something with like the payment or something like that. That they want to,
Yeah,
they want to
apparently
pay
it was.
Mourinho the money or something like that. I think that's what it was. So they were like, you know what? Let's quickly just get rid of him, so we ain't got to pay him or something like that. I think it's something to do with payment.
So
as well.
basically, he wanted to lose the final, then, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you've got
Yeah,
a
basically.
director who wanted to lose. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. And
Yeah.
they need the manager next year. I mean, because everyone's sort of like letting him off a little bit this year, isn't it? You know, Postecoglou said, it's his first season and that. Right. Well, next year you can't be holding 4 on the
Nope.
reg. You can't be getting beat 4
Nope.
games in a row against the bigger sides. Like, so next year, I think the media will start. Well, they should start cooking him if this carries on. Because I feel like he's got a bit. I was listening to Gary Neville podcast this morning, right? And he's like, Spurs fans should be really happy with the way that they've got.
Yeah, they
fifth.
should be proud. I see that.
Proud.
Did you see it? I was like, you what? They've just lost 4 games in a row and conceded 12 goals in 4
Yeah.
matches. What you want about, man? Weird.
Gary
Yeah,
Neville,
but
Gary,
this,
listen.
LB,
Yeah,
this
man.
comes back to what I said about English football. Yeah, English football, they love a serial loser, and then what they do is they blame Man City. Yeah, this is Gary Neville saying, "Oh, look, it's great that they're finishing 5th, and they can't really compete. It's how they finished 5th. It's been a great journey. Nothing to do with journeys and fairy tales. This ain't Disneyland, mate. Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah, this is Premier League elite level football. Win or piss off. It's as simple
Yeah.
as that. Yeah, he's got 1 year left, and he'll be sacked. Yeah, 2 years gone. Yeah, because at the end of the day, he ain't qualified for Champions League. That's all Daniel Levy wants, and he ain't going to do it again next season. So he'll be gone.
Facts, 100%. Let's give some comment on Liverpool, man. They got the job done, 4-2 in the end. Should have been more. Salah, bro, Nunes. We'll get on to Nunes, man. There's some situation about Nunes as well, but bro, he should have scored more. Should have scored more, man. Like,
Have you
Yeah,
seen him
well-
moving mad on Twitter now and that, like blocking everyone and like deleted all his he's deleted all his Liverpool pictures from his Instagram. He's blocking
I've
a load of
seen that.
Liverpool
I see-
accounts.
is he
He moved
blocking
mad,
Liverpool
bro.
accounts? Why though?
Yeah,
What did
yeah.
they do to him? What did they do to him?
They're
No,
brilliant.
one account was giving him praise, saying, "Oh, we need to back him," and that, and they just blocked him still. Watch LFC, it's called on Twitter. Yeah, this guy was like praising Nunes, saying, "Oh, it's not as bad as people are making out. We need to back him." Blocked.
No way.
Fuck, bro.
No way.
Hey, Wokes, don't let Nunes catch you wearing that hat. You know, he might slap you on the head.
What is it called? Watch LFC.
Watch LFC.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He's moving mad.
You know what it is? He came on like for like I think he came on the 86th minute, right? And I'm thinking, all right, cool, that's blessed, right? But the touches and do you know what is even listen? I have stocks in Nunes, so you do. I mean, I'm not saying that he's the best player. I'm not saying he'll. I don't know, but all I'm saying for what Nunes is, I'll take it. Do you get what I'm saying? But when he came on, I think my stock started just dipping. He just started losing the ball. I think there was a chance where he could have played it to Salah. He didn't. And then the second time he did, obviously it was offside. But I think with Nunes, it's just that frustration football where you think to yourself, if a new manager coming in, okay, this is, if you're on this sort of path of rebuilding, could you, and the question is, could you have Nunes as your number 9? And just seeing him, eye test people. Don't bring me stats. Don't bring me stats. Just on an eye test, yeah. Nunes is frustrating because you know that he has potential, but he doesn't He just doesn't think.
The application.
He has no composure.
Application.
No
And
composure, bro.
you know what makes it even worse as well for this Welks? Yeah, listen, I see the other week, it came out that they're basically trying to throw Klopp under the bus. They were saying how it was Klopp that push for Darwin. Your club wanted in Cuckoo and whatnot. To me, yeah, I find that a bit mad that you lot wanted in Cuckoo, because at the end of the day, with how Klopp plays, yeah, bro, you wouldn't have seen in Cuckoo playing, bro. He would have got injured every week.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say his body wouldn't cope.
His body wouldn't cope with that style of play. So for me, it was kind of a nothing comment. Like, it's happened now. It's a bit shit in it to be saying that and then putting Darwin in that situation. And apparently, we wanted him. Chelsea wanted him. Thank God we didn't get this guy. We wanted him.
Trying. That's the thing. Like, you can see,
United
you see a player. Like, he's really trying to put an effort. Like, he's trying to put his stamp on the front line. He really is. You can see the passion and stuff like that. But passion only goes so far. You're right about application, bro. You can give me your heart and desire and you can tell me how much you love the club. But if you ain't putting, if you ain't scoring the back of the net, then it ain't it. It's frustration. Like, because now people are saying just go to left wing. Like, bro, you came in as a striker. You got number 9.
That just proves it's failed, though, isn't it? It proves it's failed, man. Move him to left wing. Imagine City doing that with Haaland. Just move him left wing, lads. It proves that it's a failed transfer. You should sell him. You should cash in, man.
I hear it.
I'll give him
one more season. I'll give him one more.
Did you hear what Klopp said as well? Yeah, about the abuse he gets, like Nunes abuse. Yeah,
no.
He said, or abuse in general. He said, if you're sending these messages, online abuse, while claiming to be a Liverpool supporter, be it our players or an opponent, you're not welcome at our club or in our sport. If you have this much hate in your heart and head, you can walk alone because you don't walk with us, right? And this is what winds me up, right? Not just with Liverpool and. Like, it's just in general. Oh, abuse. No, it's criticism for a player dropping a stinker when he's paid millions of pounds. Yeah, and if these players are that fragile that they then go and check their own name on the internet, and then block people, then they shouldn't be playing the sport in the first place. Yeah, because they're paid millions of pounds to perform, and win trophies. Then when it all goes sideways, they're still getting their millions. Yeah, and these fans are going, well, hang on a minute. We had Robbie Fowler, we had Michael Owen, we had all these top players over the years, Torres and all of that, Suarez, and now you got that bum up front. Bro, he's crap. Yeah, he does the simple things so horribly wrong, it is crazy. And then the hard things he makes look easy.
Hard things. Well, look at the Brentford game.
The perfect example. I don't know if you don't remember when they played Europa League. I can't remember what team it was that you faced. Bro, he beat 2 players. He did the hard bit so well. Then the easy part, he went around the keeper and he managed to still hit the post, bro, or the ball. I was looking at him thinking, what is this man? Like, what is he? Like, what is Darwin? Do you know what I'm saying? But
he is the typical modern day footballer, back average. That's what he is.
He's missed more big chances than Jackson. I didn't think that would be possible. He's missed more big chances.
Yeah, of course. He's not got composure, but and people say, "Oh, will he get better?" No. I personally think you're born with this, man. You're born with that clinicalness. And I tell you what, the biggest mistake Liverpool can do now is buy into this story of, "Oh, we'll give him another year," like Welks said. He'll get better, because you'll just drag it on, and next year you'll go, "We'll give him another year." You should look at him and say, "He's not good enough. Let's be a ruthless football club. Get rid and get someone else in." But everyone just wants to give him time.
LB, you see, in my head, I hear that, but like in my head, I'm thinking, what strike? Okay, listen, I trust Edwards. That Edwards can pull, a rabbit out of the hat where he can bring out a new striker. No one really knew about Salah's name unless he was really into football like that before Salah came. Cool. But with someone like with strikers market, I don't want an Osherman. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't like the way Osherman plays. I don't think it will suit our sort of football.
That's Chelsea's player.
Yeah, that's sort of Chelsea sort of player for sure. But then again, who do you get?
Like Osman's stocks have fell down, man. Stocks have fell down, man.
No, you're right, Wilkes. Yeah, like people say, like the pool of strikers isn't that good. No, I disagree. The pool of strikers is big. The problem is they all need 1 billion chances, pretty much. Yeah, because the standard of football is on its arse. Yeah, and this is why players like Bernardo Silva stand out. Yeah, because Bernardo Silva is a quality footballer. Yeah, Pedro Neto stands out because he's a quality footballer. Yeah, these players are not quality footballers. Yeah, and this is why Liverpool went down this route of getting 4 or 5 players up front in the forward positions, because they got Robbo and Trent just spamming crosses left, right, and centre, causing mayhem and panic, which is cool. It works. Listen, you've won 8 trophies under Klopp. It worked. However, Salah had about 4 chances yesterday. He should have scored all of them. Yeah, Darwin had a couple yesterday. Should have scored that one from Salah. He was 3 yards out. How's he missed?
Yeah,
like, this is why this generation of football is dead, because there's no clinical strikers. Even Erling Haaland, he's not as clinical as people think he is.
Isak's quite clinical, to be fair. He's quite clinical.
Again, Isak plays in a club, and the same with Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins and Isak are pretty good footballers, yeah. But when you watch their goals, they're not back to goal, pinning the defender. They're normally one-on-one, dropping a shoulder and putting it in the bottom corner. Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal don't play like that. Yeah, so if you take them out of their clubs they're in and put them into our clubs, they ain't doing nothing. Yeah, because we're playing on the edge of the box. Yeah, Liverpool putting cross. Yeah, is Ollie Watkins that clinical? We don't know. Yeah,
no,
because
Ollie Watkins, when I watch him, yeah, he's not okay. I wouldn't call him a clinical finisher, but what it is, he needs a couple chances to bag a couple.
Yeah, he needs a couple chances.
Give him 4 chances, he'll score at least 2 in it. That's the thing about
2
it.
of them.
He'll score at least 2 of them. But in terms of like putting money on Watkins to score, I wouldn't do that on a one-on-one. Like I still think he can miss in it, but he needs chances. But every striker's like that.
Yeah,
bro.
but Don, you know what as well I'd say on this point, but Lee just made dead about the striker market being dead. Well, this is on the manager then to change the system and play with a false 9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pep played with a false 9. Arteta's now playing with Havertz in like a striker false 9.
Bobby Firmino.
You play with Firmino.
Yeah,
So there's no excuse. You can't just go, oh, well, the market's dead, so we're just going to be dead. We'll get the manager to change it up then and say, well, the market's dead, so we're not going to play with a striker because they're all crap. Let's play with a false 9. Let's get some wingers who can score goals. That's been your biggest problem, really, is that you got rid of Mane, right, who was what I think a better player than Salah in the first place, in my honest opinion, and replaced him with dead players. Gakpo worse than Mane. Diaz worse than Mane.
No, you can't do that, Albert. You can't do that because Mane was on his way out. It's the same way. It's the same way with like Bobby, Hendo, and Mane was. Yes, he done well at the last end of the season before he left. But start of that season, it was Salah that was cooking, and it was when Salah came back from AFCON. That's when Mane started stepping up, kind of thing. And everybody kind of wanted Mane to go up because yes, as much as I rated our front three. It's not just Mane, it's Bobby. I loved Bobby Firmino. He was the heart and soul of that front three. As much as people talk about Mane, Bobby was the glue. But at the same time, Mane was on his way out. It's the same with Salah.
Yeah, but you downgraded him, though, innit? You went from a front three with Salah and Mane that could score goals and Firmino would chip in to Núñez can't score consistently, and no one else apart from Salah scores consistently. Jota can, but he's injury prone. So then you've lost it. You had 2 players that could get goals to now only having 1 player who's Salah, who's like dipped out of form anyway.
Let me ask you a question then, bro. Yeah, because listen, looking at it right now, you lot are falling off because you've been missing a lot of chances. Like it's caught up with you towards the end of the season. Hence why you are where you are in the league right now. Yeah. What do you need to do in the summer? What do you want Liverpool to do, especially in that attack, bro? Yeah, because for me, do you think Gakpo's gonna get sold? Do you think Darwin's gonna get sold? Jota is injury prone. What are you guys gonna do to actually improve your attack next season, bro?
Do you know what it is? It's a sticky one. I can't lie because if you think about the times where we could have got Diaby, you talk about Isak when he was a real Sussex side, we could have got him. And then do you think like Newcastle are going to try to bargain with us with a sort of Isak kind of thing? So it's hard to get to these sort of players, especially there was a lot of players that we wanted but we didn't get because we decided not to. Whatever, cool. But as much as you talk about the players and stuff like that, I do think it's under Klopp. I think there's a lot of emphasis on Klopp. I think Klopp showed he's true stripes in this season where yes, he's coached the games that we could have won and players could have scored a lot more of the chances like Diaz. People say end product not that so great. You feel me? But at the same time, I think Klopp's football kind of just died out. And I think the players were just not really because I feel like we still got a good crop of players that if a new manager comes in, I think we can really see whether or not was it the players or would it debunk my theory of it being a Klopp. So that's why I think I'm willing to give these players some sort of time under a new manager. If it doesn't work under a new manager, then I can be like, all right, cool, cash in with like the likes of Jota and stuff like that. We need a centre back, we need a CDM, and we need a deputy for Salah. Once Salah goes,
for real.
There? Do you get what I'm saying? So, and that's my whole point.
You need a left back as well. Robbo's dusted, mate. He's done.
Oh no, Rob. Rob is. Yeah, but that's the thing. You just utilizing players now. One of the final players, I forgot his name. He plays like left back, right back. Joe Gomez as well has had a great season at left back. To be fair, this season as well. So we can obviously utilize that as well. But I think we need a deputy for Salah. I can't give you any names right now on top. I want Elise. I really want Elise, but could I trust him?
We're after him. We're after him.
I know Man United.
I don't think it would suit. I don't think it would suit your style of football, man. Well, obviously you've got a new manager now, innit? So we have to see. We have to see how he is.
I think Neto's the one for me for Liverpool.
Yeah,
I think Neto just stands out to me like a Liverpool player. He does.
Yeah,
I know he's got some injury issues.
As well. I think he's just signed for Porto. Yeah.
Kudus will be good to be fair.
I think Porto activated his release clause from Ajax. Conceição, he's a baller, bruv. He absolutely cooked us in the Champions League. Yeah,
What's
Kubo
that
as well.
I saw early on at the start of the season?
He's trash, by the way. This Kubo is trash.
Bro, I'm so glad you said that. I remember I've been doing a watch along of PSG versus Sociedad, and everyone was gassing up Kubo, and he was awful.
Sometimes they be good, sometimes they be shit. He's hit and miss.
Most of the time, maybe shit.
What country is he from? Kubo.
Japan,
yeah.
What about a Bilbao winger that Lee likes? What about the Bilbao Bill?
I'll get out here, man. Nico Williams, another dead baller. He ain't even the best Williams brother.
Liverpool, they want Rodrigo, man. Hey, Wilkes, man, go to Real Madrid and get Rodrigo.
Listen, if Edwards, listen, maybe Edwards will do a little something, but like, listen, at the same time, I don't know that we're as much as I can hear you about the players, and don't get me wrong, I've watched games this season. I'm thinking, how did we not win at least 5-0, 7-0 kind of thing? But I do think that it comes down to Jurgen Klopp. I think his tactics was just it's not even him actually. It's Pep Linders. We don't play Jurgen Klopp's football, so I wouldn't put so much emphasis on Jurgen Klopp.
The thing is, well, you say that, and I agree to a certain degree, yeah. But when you're clean through and Trent spanks the crossbar against us, and you draw 1-1, that would have been 2 more points. Yeah, when you're clean through and you had a 5-on-4, again, or 5-on-2, sorry, and a 3-on-2 against Man United twice, and you're missing them. Yeah, that's not on the manager. The manager's picking the players, but he's picking the players based on players he wanted to buy and the players club wanted to buy. Yeah, and he's obviously been dealt injuries as well, which is not an excuse. But he must be pulling his hair out, Klopp, which is probably why he wants to quit. Because he's looking at that team thinking, yo, this lot can't finish. Yeah, because if you would look at yesterday, you let them back in that game. Yeah, that game should have been 6 or 7-0 comfortably.
Easily.
Easy before Spurs even scored. Yeah, but you couldn't finish your dinner. Yeah, cool, you won the game. But if you could actually finish, you probably would have won the league this season.
No, I agree. And that's the problem. And the thing is, but I say at the same time, I'm not going to, like, other people will do the players, innit? I look at the manager on the sidelines, right? Because Jurgen Klopp has done this before where it was always near the latter of the stage with the end of the season. Then he realizes, oh, right, let me change some things up. Let me change personnel. When we lost all our centre-backs, it took him to the last couple of games for him to say, you know what, I'm going to play Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. We told you, stop playing Hendo and Fabinho as centre-back, bro. They're not centre-back parent. We got young centre-back there, and you're talking about, oh, we need rhythm. Stop it. Elliott should have started again the season, but he didn't. Boslight was playing, bro. Now they're calling Sobozo and them from. It's crazy. Do you get what I'm saying?
Boslight, one of the biggest.
Hey, you see that comment? Yeah, that comment is haram. Yeah, what Grizz said, Saeed. Yeah, because I remember.
I know.
Hungarian Steven Gerrard. You know, after that one performance against who did they face? Was it Burnley that they faced?
No, they played Leicester in the Carabao Cup, man. They played Leicester in the Carabao Cup.
More like the Hungarian Ray Spearing, bro. That's what it is. The Hungarian.
Don't do that.
No, it was an early kickoff. I remember it was an early kickoff, and Sabozlai was out early on in the season. Well, who was it that you lot played, when Sabozlai had his best performance? It was early.
You can say, is it Leicester? I think it was Leicester.
No, it was Brentford at home. It
was in the Prem, bro. It was early kickoff.
I think it was Brentford at home.
That's the one where he dived for a penalty.
Yeah, that's why Trent dived. I think it was Trent.
No, that's the penalty one. That was Chelsea. We played Chelsea. Is it not?
No,
it was Brentford, man. I'm sure it was Brentford.
I can't remember what it was. Villa. It was start of the season. I remember it was early kickoff because I watched that game and he was just balling out. Yeah. But yeah, man, that comment, that's haram, bruv. Hungarian Steven Gerrard, crazy. Gallagher's got more DNA than him.
That's just
Hey, Gallagher. We'll listen. We're gonna move on to Gallagher, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's good. Listen, man. It's serious questions, man. Guys, 1.5k in the building. Not even 500 likes, man. You lot are taking a piss. Like generally, guys, 1.5k. Unless over 1,000 of you haven't liked the video. Come on, like the video right now. Subscribe to everyone's channels as well. If you can. Chelsea, man, listen.
Chelsea.
Bro, Poch in. Chelsea. I'm saying Poch in. Like, he's doing an amazing job. He's got you from 11th to what, 6th in the league now? It's looking good, man. Seventh. Yeah. I'm going to get to the Enzo situation later on, but, like, it's looking good now for Chelsea, man. It's looking good. Things are on the up. Like, are you still Poch out, though?
Yeah.
Why? Why you Poch out?
Because, bro, he still hasn't, bro. Like a few good results, a few good performances ain't gonna change my mind and make me think that this manager is not gonna make more mistakes going forward. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, if it's up to me, I'll still move him on. But if it gets us into the top 6 playing like this and it stays on, I'm not gonna get mad and say, oh, get him out. I'll just see what happens, innit? But all I'm saying is, if he goes back to the same confusing stuff next season, get him out by Christmas. Don't wait until the next year. Yeah, or get him out weeks into the season so we can actually salvage the season. Yeah. But Saeed, I'm not surprised with how we're playing at the minute, bro. Because end of the day, if you set the team up correctly, like I've been saying to you lot all season, yeah, these are the sort of performances that you get. You get players that are a lot more comfortable in these positions. They know their role, you know, and ultimately the team will play better, which means that we're not depending on a Cole Palmer. Right now, I'm looking at our team and we're actually playing as a team. Do you know what I'm saying? We're playing as a cohesive unit from back to front. Our defense isn't looking as shaky as what it was looking like a few weeks ago. Our midfield is looking a lot better. Obviously, we'll get into that in terms of what the biggest change for me is in that midfield. Our attack is looking very confident at the minute. You've got guys like Madueke, guys like Palmer. Jackson now sitting on 13 goals in his first season in the league. And he could have even more goals if he was serious. Like I said, he's missed over 20 big chances as well this season. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not rocket science. Football is not rocket science. We aren't coaches. We're not in there day in, day out training these footballers. But the bare minimum you expect from a manager who's been managing for a long time is to be able to set the team up correctly. And it's only now that Poch has decided to go back to what he was doing in pre-season. So my question for him is, what's taking you so long? You know what I'm saying? He's come out talking some nonsense about talking about a chair. You know, these weird quotes he says and that in presses and that, just saying things, you know, we needed time to do this and time to do that. And I'm thinking, brother, you shouldn't take this long to be profiling people correctly. We spoke about this a few weeks ago, LB, if you remember, where I spoke about this manager coming out saying, we're still trying to work out the profile of the players. We're now we're in May, and it's only now he's worked out that this is what he should have been doing at the beginning. Do you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But end of the day, like I've said, I know these lot are not Chelsea level, but they're decent enough players to be doing something, right? Villa, Man City lost against Villa, Villa away. They lost that game. Arsenal, they lost at Villa Park as well. We went over there and we should have won that game, to be honest. We made ourselves at home. We had them basically sitting back all game.
In fact, you should have won with that thingy anyway.
That's all well and good, but you drew with Sheffield United and Arsenal slapped 11 past them in 2 games.
We weren't set up correctly.
We slapped about 8 past Burnley and you drew with them as well.
Yeah, but that's my point though, Lee. If we were set up correctly against those teams, then we would have played better and we would have ultimately won the game, because
I think you're being harsh on Poch, man. In the first season, he's got you to a final and a semi. Yeah, you're still in your Europa League position at the moment. Yeah, he hasn't had all of his pieces. You know, he needs the ingredients, and he's only in phase 1, mate. I think you should. In fact, what you need to do is go and buy a dog, yeah, and call it "Trust the Process." I think it's only fair. Listen, I don't know what you Chelsea man want. You've had your success. Just relax, brother. Just chill.
Now enjoy the
for me,
process, man.
What's very important for me, yeah, I don't just look at results, bro. People that just watch results, yeah, they scare me, because end of the day, if you're gonna look at results, you might as well not watch your teams. Just wait for the result end of the day and then see how your team go on. Do you know what I'm saying? I care about performances. That's where you get your belief and that's where you get your confidence. Do you know what I mean? I've been telling you lot for weeks, nothing is gonna change, because I didn't trust Poch to change anything tactically, and these players in front of goal are very inconsistent, like we've said. Do you know what I'm saying? So right now he needs to carry this on. Cucurella inverting has transformed the team. Ultimately, it's transformed the team. It's allowing Gallagher to press further up with Palmer, and it's allowing us to have a little bit more stability in that midfield. Like I've said, you know what I mean? I'm looking at him in midfield, bro. He's just helping us keep the ball ticking. And every single time the ball keeps coming back from loose balls, he's just sweeping up. At one point yesterday, I'm seeing Cucurella playing right wing, bro. Do you know what I mean? This guy's balling out in a minute. Caicedo. This is what I keep telling you, look. This guy long term for me is going to be box to box. The way he's running through that midfield, confident right now. He's playing like a confident player, and that's what I want to see, you know, next season especially as well, and towards the end of the season now as well. You know, Madueke, confident on the ball, just running at guys, balling out. Him and Palmer, the way they rotate on that right hand side, very fluid, very nice to watch. You know, past 2 games, when we played Tottenham and when we played Villa, Palmer wasn't really at it. But again, I wasn't really looking at him to depend on him because the team was playing well. But yesterday, bro, that's the Cole Palmer I've been seeing this season. You know, getting involved in the game, playing it in between the lines, scoring goals like he scored, like I said, you know, creating. I
thought he was pretty poor yesterday. Like in comparison to, I wouldn't say he was bad. I wouldn't say he was bad, but in comparison to a lot of the other games where he's been the one taking over, yeah, yesterday he was quiet, man.
Palmer and Madueke were good yesterday, bro.
Cucurella was the best player on the pitch yesterday. He was everywhere, man. Blocking shots.
Cucurella was, yeah, he could have got man of the match, I would say, Cucurella. But I'm saying, in terms of our attack, Cole Palmer and Madueke were good. Because Cole Palmer, bro, like I said, against Villa and Spurs, he wasn't really at it. You know, he wasn't really getting involved in the game. But yesterday, this was the Palmer that I've been seeing this season. You know what I'm saying? But it was good, man. It was good. Like I said, Gallagher, listen, this is what I say about Gallagher. Yeah, this guy's a box crasher. If he scores more goals from midfield like he did yesterday, like he's been doing the past few weeks or whatever, there'll be less and less people on his back. But the problem is when Gallagher keeps starting and he constantly breaks down our attacks, there's an easy pass to make. He'll go for the hard one. In between the line, he'll slip, you know, when the ball comes to him. That's when people get frustrated. But if Gallagher's putting up numbers, scoring goals like that, there'll be less and less people on his back. Do you know what I'm saying? But end of the day, like I've said, this is what Poch was doing in pre-season. He was doing this and he went away from it.
And that's why you got to be Poch out still, bro. Because let's just have it right, yeah. That people can say all they want about our Chelsea doing great, yeah. You're still 7th, yeah. And if your Man United win their game in hand, you'll be 8th. So people can talk about, oh, he's doing a good job now, and it's looking good. At the end of the day, the season's already a write-off, yeah, because of what he's done in previous. I don't know, players are partly to blame, but ultimately the manager takes the responsibility. Yeah, this manager should have had this Chelsea team playing a lot better, a lot more consistently, a lot earlier in the season.
But what was it? Was it the dynamics though, LB? Was it the dynamics of the team failure to get a balanced team? Because look, I'm not. Listen, I'm not creating the argument, yeah. But when you look at their midfield three now, it looks a bit more balanced. Is that the case? Because a lot of people are saying Enzo's a problem, but I don't know. I'm just trying to ask the Chelsea fans.
Saeed,
what's been the issue?
It's a very lazy narrative though, because there's been games this season where Gallagher, his main go-to guy, has been dropped and Enzo started, and we've looked better. I keep going back to the example of Middlesbrough. People would tell me Middlesbrough are a championship team. Bro, we lost against them the first game, bro, when we played them. We lost 1-0, if you remember that game. And Michael Carrick kept talking about how they targeted Levi Colwill. Another stupid decision, playing a centre-back at left-back. You know, Gallagher was playing that game. He started. The following game when we played Middlesbrough at home, he got dropped.
But you can't use Middlesbrough as a flipping, you know what I mean?
I can, because the point that I'm making is that when we played with Gallagher in that midfield, the midfield wasn't playing well. We played Cole Palmer as a 9 as well in that game, yeah? The second game when we played Middlesbrough, we played Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo in the pivot. We played Cole Palmer in the 10. We scored 6 goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We take out Gallagher from the attack against Everton. We score 6 goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So people like to just scapegoat Enzo. End of the day, we know Enzo Fernandez hasn't got the legs like a Conor Gallagher. But Enzo defensively is not a scrub. He's not a bum. But the only problem is he can't cover huge amount of space. And that's the problem that Poch has been doing this season. He hasn't been playing our players close to each other. It's been transitional ping-pong football. I've been telling you, look, lack of control football, you know. But Cucurella, he's been compressing the midfield. That's what he's been doing. And he could have been doing that with Enzo in the midfield as well, where Enzo's playing a little bit further up, and then Cucurella's the one that's inverting and staying back in the pivot with Caicedo. Do you know what I'm saying? So, end of the day, different players bring different dynamics. Enzo on the ball, for me, will break down less attacks than Gallagher on the ball, you know. But in terms of winning the ball back, of course Gallagher's going to win the ball back more than Enzo because he's got about 4 lungs.
So what's he going to do now? That if Gallagher stays now, because Gallagher is the captain of your football club. So what's going to happen now with Gallagher?
Bro, listen. If he starts and like I said, he's performing like this, I've got no problem with rotating or changing the team that we want to put out there depending on who we're facing. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got no problems in doing that. But my problem is when people are saying that the reason why we're playing like this is because Enzo's no longer involved in the team. Because for me, like I've said, we could have been playing like this with Enzo, and I've seen games where we've dropped Gallagher and we've played even better. That's my point. Do you know what I'm saying?
You can't get rid of him now, man. They backed out a 50-foot-long banner. There was a picture on
Yo, trust me.
That was disgraceful as well, but that, by the way.
You're always going to get that from
proper Chelsea.
You know, till this day, yeah, we still haven't got a Kante banner, bro. Yeah? It took about 6-7 years to get a Hazard banner, bro. And then Gallagher just gets one for doing what? Like you said, we're 7.
Have
you seen how many holes he's got in his socks? He must sit there over night time doing the arts and crafts before match day.
Bring the piss stick out, get the things out.
Yeah, I think you telling him the other day, standing there on the touchline before he got subbed on, cutting holes in his socks. What's wrong with these idiots, man?
No, 2 points though, Don. I think I can't lie though. It's still poor from Poch as well. Yeah, I can't believe your team is able to spend X amount of money, and where do you guys sit? 7th. I think that's just a disgrace on sort of football as well, in that sort of sense as well. But yeah, like billions on these sort of players, because you would think like Klopp or even let's say Arteta, bar like even other clubs will love half of that sort of money to rebuild their sort of squad, and probably compete. I mean, you might not just sitting there 7th, bro. It's appalling.
Yeah, the thing is, Wilkes, I hear that point, And for me, Poch has had enough to still be able to get better results and help us play better. Like me and LB have been saying, LB was telling me, get this guy out before I even said Poch out. But the only reason why I was a little bit lenient is because of the amount of injuries. Bro, we've had over 300 million worth of talent not play this season, bro, because of injuries. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that equates to 2.5 players. That equates to 2.5 players, bro.
Yeah, but they're still key players. I could talk about Fofana starts for me when he's fit. Reece James starts for me when he's fit. Lavia starts for me when he's fit. We've missed a lot of players.
After Gusto's little season, breakout season,
you could play Gusto left back because Gusto can actually play at left back. So if you really want to get him into the team, you can play left back, or you bring him off the bench for Reece James because I'm not playing Reece James 90 minutes in most games in my for me because he's just not fit. Do you know what I'm saying? He can't hold it up, you know. So like I've said, two things can be right at once. Poch should have been doing better of the team that he's got at the minute. But at the same time, we've still had a lot of key players out. I can't ignore that, bro. You have to be real. We've had a lot of key players.
I want to give a praise, though. I want to give praise to Trevor Chalobah. I remember under Frank Lampard, he had a great season as well. And then he's got back into this side as well. Because I thought Trevor Chalobah was on the go, innit? Because apparently Bayern Munich, like Thomas Tuchel wanted him, innit? At Bayern Munich.
Yeah, that broke down. He got injured.
Yeah, he got injured, but I think he's had a couple great games, and I rate Trevor Chalobah as well. He plays that right back, centre back as well. So I think I want to give such like a little praise to Trevor Chalobah.
He's a player that you want in your squad, man. You know what I mean? They can play a couple different positions. Someone gets injured, bring him in. You know, no stress. You know what I mean? Them players are worth a lot, man, to the team to be able to play multiple positions and just be consistent, man. But you know what? People give Poch praises, right? But you're talking about injuries. Yeah, I'm looking at your fixtures this year, right? You lost against Forest, you drew against Bournemouth, you lost against Brentford, you lost against Everton, you lost against Wolves, you lost against Wolves again.
All games we should have been winning.
You drew against Brentford again.
It'll be easier to say which ones they didn't lose.
Yeah, I know. I realised that mistake halfway through.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. I'm with you, bro. Literally, this season,
that's what I'm saying. That's not injuries, isn't it? That's not injuries.
You lot haven't heard me coming on here saying, we're not winning games because we've got too many men out. Bro, I've ignored all of that. We've got one game a week, and I've said week after week, this guy has had more than enough to be playing better and setting up the team correctly, but he chooses not to do it. Man had Maatsen right there, bro. Maatsen
let me mash. My point is that's not those games that I just mentioned there. That's not because they didn't have injuries. That's got to be on the manager. So my point is, people can gas up Poch now saying he's got us 7th. Well done. I'm saying you're only 13 points behind top 4. Had the manager coached wins and actually got wins, you probably could have got in. Well, that's what 4 games, Saeed. I just mentioned about 8.
I know, but they stumbled to get across. Like they're only just about catching to United. You know, and how long has it took them to do that?
United's crap though.
I don't know. No, I'm saying it's like one step at a time for Chelsea in it because you know what I mean. They've just stumbled every single time. They say we're going to catch this and we're only 4 points behind this. They always
but the problem with Poch though, he's been very reactionary in games, bro. Like very, very reactionary, where he's waiting for the opponent to score first before he decides to make a change. Like he's very pragmatic. He thinks about the opponent first before thinking about his team. But now at the minute, he's thinking about how we can play better and how we can attack teams. And surprise, surprise, we're playing a lot better. And that's what he should have been doing, bro. He should have been braver. At the minute, he's being brave. You know, before he was being scared. I don't understand why, because these men they're not useless players, bro. I don't look at my team and think these men are just shit. Like, I look at a team that can actually do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What can they do? What can they do, though? Because I look at your team. I can't lie.
I predicted.
I look at your team. I'm like, who are these bums, bro? Real talk.
Bro, I predicted that would finish in the top 4. Yeah, that's because I clearly overrated Poch because I thought this guy would be able to do something with these lot. The fact that we've got a big squad and, like I said, 1 game a week, I thought we'd be able to get into top 4. People think, oh yeah, that's deluded. But every single season we speak about this, yeah. Every single season, this team wants to give it to that team. This team doesn't want top 5, so top 4. They want to give it to that team. So inconsistent over there. And like Saeed has said, we have been so poor this season, and we still managed to be 7th. We're 7th right now, and we're how many points are we off 6th? 2 points off 6th, isn't it?
2 points, 2 points.
2 points off 6th. You know, if we had beaten Burnley and Sheffield as bad as we've been, would have been on 60 points right now, literally in line with Spurs. So for me, top 4 was definitely achievable with the squad that he's got. But he messed up. He messed up in a lot of games, bro. A lot of games. And it's not all on him. Like I've said, it's not all on him. People blame the owners. But end of the day, he knew what he was we're going to be working with. He didn't have to take the job. Yeah. And then on top of that, I know these men have not been good in front of goal, but I just can't ignore the in-game management. I can't ignore the poor lineups.
Well, Don, on the in-game management, by the way, it was his in-game management that lost you the final against Liverpool because you was doing all right, and then he took off Nicholas Jackson, and then see you later. You lost the game.
That was the one for
You brought Rodri and Madueke and told these lot to sit back, bro. I couldn't believe it. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
and he has one of the easiest jobs, I think, in Prem. I think if you get that sort of money, and the context is that you're only playing one game a week, and you got this group of players, you should. I thought Chelsea this season would have been at least like I was saying, like you said, top 4. You predicted. I thought like maybe like top 3 because I'm thinking to myself, one game a week with listen, your academy is good as well. Don't get me wrong as well. So not only that you have your first team. You guys can even have like a B team, C team, and probably even a D team. So you get what I'm saying? There's some of the young players that you guys have as well, and the players that you still had as well, right? One job, just coach.
Yeah.
You had one job, just to coach. And we talk about what Ange is. At least with Ange, I can say, at least I recognize your football. Even with the players, if he wants to chop and change, at least can you say, bro, what is your football, Poch? I don't know what Poch's football is. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't have a star player where I can be like, raw, okay, I seen you do this because all the time he chops and change. There's times we do well, the next game, okay, I guess that's a frustration as fans. But as for Poch, yeah, I'm looking at, like I said, I'm speaking about Jurgen Klopp, I'm talking about Poch and Ange. Bro, and the touchdown, you think to yourself, what, one game a week and I've got these players. What do you do in training?
Bro, this guy, yeah, we traveled to Brentford, yeah. I remember this because I went to the game. I went to the game away, yeah. I'm driving there. I see the lineup. I'm seeing 2 attackers, bro. We went back to a back 5 after not going to a back 5 for like 23 games. And I've spoken about this before, yeah. Thomas Frank was like, they changed it and went to a back 5 after like 23 games. Were they scared? But to me, that was a bit strange. That's what he literally said about him. And we drew that game 1-1. And this was a Brentford team that lost 10 out of their last 12 games. And we couldn't beat them. Couldn't get over the line because he decided to be pragmatic and be defensive. Do you know what I'm saying? And for me, like I've said, end of the day, it's going to take a lot more than just him getting top 6 for me to change my mind about him. Because end of the day, I wanted this guy. I wanted Poch, bro, because of the young players. But he's embarrassed me. He's had me fighting for my life week after week for players, yeah, that are better than this. You know, Enzo Fernandez fighting for my life week after week about this guy, the way some people talk about him. I had Henry Wright saying Enzo doesn't even make City's bench. That's what Poch has done to him. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't even make City's bench. That's what some people are saying. You know what I mean? So, end of the day, he's got a lot of things to do. Like I said, if it was up to me, I'll tell him, yo, thanks for everything. Listen, P45 en route. Close the door on the way out, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll
what's mad? I think Amarin today stayed at Thingy. And also, West Ham, have got Lopetegui over Bayern Munich. Can we just talk about that, by the way? How have West Ham, got Lopetegui over Bayern Munich? Like, that is
because
mad.
West Ham spend more money than Bayern Munich.
That's true. You know what?
In the last 10 years, Bayern Munich has spent less than West Ham.
Yeah.
And let's be real, he'll be sacked by Christmas because he's shit.
What's Bayern Munich's got Marcus? That's the last or Harry Kane. Like Harry Kane. But then
who knows a lot about this manager because
this manager got sacked to Real Madrid after 14 games after losing 6 of them. He's trash. Yeah. He got sacked from Wolves for being trash. He's been sacked from everywhere he's been.
Yeah, Lawless doesn't want it. Lawless doesn't want this guy.
Oh, he's rubbish. Yeah, they're better off. They're better off.
To be fair, look at his records in Europe. He's got a good record in Europe, which is very, very good. You know what I mean?
They're not in Europe.
Yeah, they're not going to be in Europe next year anyway.
Well, I know exactly. But he did. You know what? He did okay at Wolves, though, man. You know, I think he was harshly done by. Hey.
I remember him at Wolves. I swear he was alright at Wolves. Did he not get a big win over someone?
Yeah, but this is the thing. Yeah, his football is stinky. Right? And West Ham fans do not want stinky football.
Yeah,
They've got they don't to stinky football.
But West Ham need to relax.
The thing is, the thing I don't get about this appointment, because you've got guys like Graham Potter that's still about at the minute. You could have gone and got him. You know, you've got I think Graham Potter was with this profile players they've got. You know what I'm saying? I think the pressure was too much at Chelsea. West Ham obviously are not a big club like Chelsea, so I think he would actually do all right there. Who else have they got? Like they could have got like an attacking manager.
O'Neill, bro. I think O'Neill's a better manager than but for the style. Because this is the thing that I don't get about West Ham. All their fans are moaning about the style, and then they go and get Lopetegui, who's more of like, is he not more of a conservative style manager? Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Some of their fans are not happy about it, bro. They're not happy about the appointment.
Well, that's why they wanted Moyes gone, because they don't want Moyes gone because of, I guess, necessarily the results or
football.
They want the good football, which I understand. So then, but then, like, why are you not going getting like an attacking manager then? It just seems like a bit of a weird appointment, really.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just like I said, I just wanted to just touch on that one. Guys, 1.5k still in the building. Gonna read a couple of super chats. Make sure you like the video. We need 1,000 likes before the show ends. Reggie thoughts this is the team Poch showed me in preseason, but took him 30 game weeks to get back to. Still a bum. Poch out. This Connor purple patch can't fool some of us. LB is right, says Winter Surfer. It's too little, too late from Poch. Naval says a lot of players like Jackson and Noni have been lazy during the season, not stepping up. Playing when they want on their teams, you can't have that.
I think that's harsh.
That's
harsh. When you have an inconsistent sort of games, how can you try to step up? The manager's telling you to do one thing today, and then the manager tells you to do something else. Yeah, bro, how can you step up?
You're gonna get annoyed, bro. It's frustrated. It's frustrating. And if you've played at a decent level, you can empathize with these players. Because me personally, I don't like it when the manager's telling me one thing and it's not making sense, and then they tell me to do another thing, and I'm like, what are you telling me? What are you really telling me? You know what I'm saying? Perfect example, is like, you lot in school. So you used to be a teacher, innit? In school, there are certain teachers that explain something to you, like in maths, and it just doesn't make any sense. But then someone will explain the same thing to you, and it makes perfect sense. That's what I can say about Poch. His coaching hasn't been clear for these guys. But
it's
now
the power of the methods, man. You got to use different methods of teaching, and this is the thing. Like Poch hasn't translated that, and that's why you've gone wrong. Naval comes and said 9 out of 10. It's been the players letting him down, leaking goals after goals. You're mad if you want Poch out. He thinks we got to do. He thinks best we got. Do you trust the owners to get a big manager? No, I don't. 0%.
Right, can I answer that, right? Because I'm sick and tired of this mentality in English football. Yeah, right. They're paid employees, mate. Yeah, the aim is to win. Chelsea Football Club are the most successful club in the last 20 years, right? It's irrelevant, bro. They're 7th in the table. Oh, the players let him down. Who's picking the players every week? Yeah, who's picking the subs every week? Who's coaching these players? Yeah, who's running these players into the ground in training, doing these stupid bleep test things that he does? Yeah, absolutely killing them off. Why have they had so many injuries? Because of his methods in training. Yeah, and this is the problem. Then it's, but who could do better? Well, let's just keep him then. Yeah, the same with Arteta if he don't win that. Oh, we'll just keep him then, because there's no one better in world football, apparently. Yeah, there's about 10,000 managers in the world, and not one of them's better than Poch. Get out of here, man.
Thiago Motta.
Real talk. Listen, people like this wind me up, yeah? This guy's seen his club win everything. Yeah, and he's now sitting there with his standards on his arse. Yeah, come on, man. Raise the bar. You're Chelsea Football Club, not some Tim Pot outfit, bro.
And Lee, and you're so funny as well. Big up Winter Surfer, yeah. He told me a stat. Yesterday's game was the first game, I think, since 2018 or something, where we've got back-to-back clean sheets or something ridiculous like that. I think it was 2018.
That's mad.
It's mad.
No, it's also five goals.
This is the thing as well. This is the thing as well, yeah. Right? Even until this guy rocked up, this owner, yeah, right? You were Champions League winners, by the way. Yeah. So people say, oh, we haven't won a title for 7-8 years. Yeah, cool. You're still winning cups. Tommy Tuchel had you in 6 finals in 14 months. Yeah. Why has the standards now suddenly gone from here to here? Just because Roman's left. This guy has took over the club. Yeah, cool. He's buried it to a certain degree. But with a decent manager, with a decent core that you do have, because you've got some good players there, why can't you be doing better? Why can't you go and win some cups? Why can't you go and get top 4 and then kick on from there? Why can't you have a go at the title? Yeah, let's be real. Yeah, I've seen Chelsea. Right, I've seen Chelsea back in '99 before Roman. Yeah, when they finished 3rd, I think 4 points off of Man United's treble-winning team. Right, there was none of this talk then about but we might as well keep this manager. I then see Ranieri finish 11 points behind our Invincibles. Right, we got 90 points. I think he got 79. They sacked him. Yeah, 2nd in the league, sacked. Yeah, they then brought in the guy. Yeah, maybe this is not the guy. Go and get the guy. There's plenty of managers out there, but then the narrative that's running through English football at the minute is the striker pool's dead. Oh, dear, the manager pool's dead. What a load of bollocks. Yeah, this is all done to make excuses to lower standards of your football clubs. Yeah, to them say, oh, well, we can't compete with Pep or Man City. Yeah, if these people have the same energy as they have for Man City, for their own clubs, right, their clubs would be better. It's as simple as that. Yeah, Poch is not good enough to manage Chelsea Football Club. He stunk it out at Tottenham, and we know he's a yes man because he went 560 days without buying anyone. Yeah, at Tottenham. Yeah, after getting to a Champions League final, they didn't buy anyone for 2 years, and he sat there like a little puppet, going, "Yes, Levy, no Levy. Do you want me to polish your head? No, Diddy. Pause. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And now you've got that infesting your football club. No, we
gave Wilkes a day out this season. You know, we gave him a little trophy. We've been there where they're whipping boys. You know, it's annoying. It's annoying because Klopp could have left with nothing. But we're the team. We're the team. Actually, March 2023. There we go. March 2023.
Big up Winter Server. Yeah, first back-to-back clean sheets in March 2023. Pochak can take the loser fans to
He's
keep
not good
him
enough,
with
man.
you. Yeah.
And this is when people say who is good enough, who could you replace the manager with? Yeah, as soon as you mention a name to these or Deporte, yeah, they instantly dismiss it. Oh, but what did he do at this club? Or what did he do?
Yeah, that's what they say with me as well.
Team?
But who do you want? They're still asking me now, even though I've said it about 1,000 times. Who do you want? But you know,
yeah, and then you say the name.
Look at Motta right now. He's balling out with his team at the moment. No one's really looking at him right now. But I guarantee you, he can probably go to a Chelsea and do some great stuff over there as well. Even who's the guy that got the you Lee? I know you watch Spanish football, La Liga.
Girona.
Just starts with
Michel Sanchez, a bad boy manager. I'd take that geezer at Arsenal in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
No, I bet Fabregas can do it.
Trust the process, Lee, man. You're about to win a
title.
title.
The process. The process is flop.
Listen,
this is the thing, though, right? It's not our jobs to pick a manager.
I know exactly. It's not. We're fans,
right? But the thing that makes me laugh as well, right, is like when people sit there and go, "Oh yeah, but we might as well keep this manager because it might go backwards." What are you waffling about? Yeah, well, it might go forwards as well. They say we're negative and stuff at times, yeah, right, for saying we want the manager gone. Oh, but if we change him, it might go backwards. Then what? We'll sack him as well then.
Yeah.
Let's just be real with this. Just sack him as well. There's plenty of managers out there. Who knew Arsene Wenger was when he rocked up? Yeah, and you know the best thing, yeah, that has put all of these people in the bin, yeah, is the fact that Xavi Alonso and Xavi Hernandez both won titles in their first full season. Yeah, against big clubs, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to take the chance, though. Let's see, like Jurgen Klopp, though, because I think the idea of giving the player time, like Arteta. So the whole idea with Jurgen Klopp when he came in was, okay, he's trying to implement his team, build a team and stuff like that. I think what did he say? In 4 years' time, we'll win the Premier League or something like that. So I think this whole idea is like nobody wants to have a change, and obviously everyone wants to do this narrative. You know, this whole thing is to fit their sort of agendas and sort of narratives. But you're right, Lee. That's what we were talking backstage. A manager should be given 2 years. That's why I like with Arne Slot. I think the contract is 3 years. I think if he doesn't bang after 3 years, I don't mind him going.
He ain't done nothing in 2 years. Sack him. The same with Pep. I said this. If Pep goes trophyless for 2 years, they should sack him because the standards have been set. Yeah, and if he goes 2 years without a trophy, you can laugh all you like, Don. I'm being serious. Real Madrid, yeah, Bayern Munich and Chelsea, your football club, by the way. Yeah. How many managers did you have under Roman? 17? 17. You sacked Ancelotti in the tunnel at half time after he'd won you a double.
Well, that was crazy.
That was mad though. The thing is, to be fair, like I do think. Listen, at the time it was working, but I do think that even Lampard and I've spoken about this. I think if we kept some of the managers, for example, Ancelotti, I think we would have won a lot more, man. I think we would have been a little bit more stable.
We never know. We won another Champions League. Does anyone care?
Yeah. I mean, even Lampard spoken about this, bro. He said we could have done with a little bit more stability, but
Lampard said that because Lampard got potted twice. Lampard's a sore look. He can't take it. Yeah, because he got potted twice for winning nothing. He actually came out and said this team ain't ready to win, and then Tuchel got to 6 finals in 14 months. Winning the Champions League along the way. We'll be doing it. Yeah, Lampard's a dead manager, the same as Wayne Rooney. Yeah, which is why I'm happy Birmingham got relegated.
Birmingham. Oh my days, man. They're crazy, man. What would it be?
But this is the thing, though, right? The last 17 managers, 10 of them have been potted in under 50 games. There's a reason that club keeps winning. Why? Because they spot a fraud quick. We've messed up here.
We've got McKenna, by the way.
Change it quick. Yeah, whereas our clubs are now being finessed by the brown envelopes. Yeah, no, it takes time. No, it don't. Xavi Hernandez walked into a dead Barcelona team and beat Real Madrid to a title. Andy won the Super Coppa. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Xavi Alonso walked into that Leverkusen team in 17th the following season. He's still unbeaten.
And he's still unbeaten.
Against Bayern Munich. So it doesn't take time. Yeah, this is only an English culture thing. Yeah, an English league thing. Yeah, Gary Neville, you said it earlier, LB. Oh, yeah, it's great that Tottenham. Oh, I think it's fantastic how they could be finishing 5th. I think that's a great achievement. It's how they've done it. What are you waffling about? Yeah, I live here. Yeah, I live in Spain, and I watch Spanish football every week. They do not waffle about top 4. Yeah, there's no top 4 talk here. Yeah, Girona, big achievement for them because they're the equivalent of Luton Town. Real talk, their club is the size of Luton Town's.
And they went to Champions League,
but
right?
they're on the budget, which is a fraction, 1/10 of Luton Town. Yeah, so for them, that's an achievement. But Atleti, they should have sacked Simeone last season. 2 years without a trophy. He's now gone free. He should be gone.
They need to pay him out. That's why. Is he the highest paid manager in the world football? So
guess what? We should offer 50 million a year for him on a 2-3 year deal and get him straight in. Then if they ain't going to get him, go and get the Girona manager.
That's why as well. I wouldn't have mind if I got Jose on a 2-year contract. Yeah, back in the Champions League football. If you could have got me a nice little Champions League football, even though he's dusty little football that people might say he's washed on, I would have taken Jose Mourinho for 2 years and then probably wait for, let's say, a Javi Alonso. I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't.
That's a shout, you know. That's a shout.
Because
you
know what?
He's going Madrid, mate, next season.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
Big up Naval. He carries on saying, Lee, I get what you say, but the ownership, I don't trust mainly. It's the ownership for me. I don't trust. Wait, what 70 million for a 16-year-old? I'd love Tuchel. I want to be the best. Yeah, defo. And he carries on to say, my standards are high. Trust me. I want to play from Madrid, Bayern, and successful winning managers, but I don't trust the ownership at all. Yeah, listen, Naval.
I get what he's saying, but that contradicts what he said earlier about we might as well keep him because I don't trust the owners. It kind of contradicts it. Yeah, because you should be putting pressure as a fan base on the ownership because there's only 2 things that can keep the standards high at a football club. Either the owner, like Roman, he brought the standards in. And if that's not the case, then the fans have to raise the standards and put pressure on the owner to drag the standards off the floor. And if the fans are just accepting, well, the owners are crap, we might as well just go with it, then you end up with 20 years of no title like Arsenal.
Facts. Let's move on to big up to down to good coach Emery McGinn look good. Yeah, big up to Naval, man. Big up to Naval.
McGinn's good.
Yeah, 100%. Man City. Listen, big up to Man. Well, not big up to Man City.
I'm off now, lads.
Hey, big up, say.
No.
Don't
big
go
up,
anywhere.
big up.
Don't go anywhere.
But you know what, man? Haaland, listen. Apparently it was a problem, man. But 4 goals just like that, man. You know what I mean? You know what's mad about Haaland? Yeah, he gave Isak, Watkins, and all these guys, Palmer, a chance of the golden boot, and said, "Yo,
head start."
I said, "Yo, I took it away from you, lot, man," and just said, "Yeah, see you later, man." You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Man City, easy job, man, easy job. What are you saying?
Yeah, man, I was very, very happy. And the good news is that's some of the best football we've played all season. We look fresh.
Yeah.
We look like a team that's now not in the Champions League because we've we had that extra week off. We now got the week off before we go to Fulham. So looks like we're peaking at the right time. I can't lie. Like honestly, some of the best football we played. I'm not saying like we was mega, but like just the way we moved the ball, man. We looked fresh, and that's been a big problem of ours over the last couple of months. Is we look knackered every game. We've been like huffing and puffing, man, and just trying so hard. Whereas it all just came naturally. Kev looking fresh, Foden looking fresh. Honestly, man, I'm buzzing now. 3 games to go, and hopefully we will be there, man. Like, what can I say? Like, we're just doing our thing. We are just doing our thing.
LB looks like he's got a little bit of color, man. You got a little bit of color today, bro. The other day he was looking a bit. You get me? You're looking a bit cold.
Well, that's because I was in a fucking beer garden all day yesterday, lad. That's probably why.
Well, you've got to get that one day of sunshine in this summer, haven't you, mate? You know what
I know. I'm going this close to blocking you on Instagram, Lee. I can't lie, bro.
There's so many others, mate.
You lot done your thing, man. And Haaland, just shutting people up in it. You know, people calling him a League 2 footballer, which was just mad for him to even say. Was it League 2 or League 1 that he said?
League 2, he said.
League 2 footballer, which is crazy.
He is a League 2 footballer. He's shit.
He is, though.
He knows where the back of the net is.
Well, this is
not no League 2 footballer.
No, but this is what I'm saying though, Don, about that sort of statement. Is like at the end of the day, I don't want Haaland dropping deep. That's a modern thing, man. I want my striker in the penalty area. You know, Bayern fans was getting onto Harry Kane during parts of the season saying stop.
Yeah, they were
getting in the box. So it's one of my thing on Haaland is very simple. Yeah, if you're coming away from a game saying his hold-up play isn't good enough or whatever, it's because you didn't create him chances. The only negative thing you should be saying about Haaland is he missed sitters or he missed chances today. Because if you're talking about his build-up play, It's because you've not created in the chances to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yes.
Because otherwise, you'd be speaking about his goals or the fact he's missed his chances. That's where I'm on it, man. So I'm chilling. He missed 2 months and he's still top scorer in the Premier League.
You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do with Haaland, yeah. Like he's perfect for like transitional style football where you isolate, where you isolate him 1-on-1 of a defender. Like when he came on against Forest, when he was 1-on-1 of the defender, he bagged. The other day, he was 1-on-1 with I forgot the name of the defender, the Wolves defender. Again, he bagged. You want to play strengths
against Braithwaite.
Yeah. Even against Everton as well, he bagged. You want to isolate him up against defenders. That's how he plays. But if he's faced
but Don, that's tricky for like City and Arsenal and Liverpool as well. Like teams don't really play like that. They all sit back on the edge in a box and low blocks. So you don't really get many of those opportunities. To be fair,
no, he won't. But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's when Haaland's at his best. Is what I'm saying. That's when Haaland's
yeah. No, I agree.
When you're playing against a low block, we know Haaland's not that guy on the ball. But when people talk about it, it's like, oh, Haaland can't do this and Haaland can't do that. I'm like, yeah, but we know that's not his strength. His strength is getting in behind, finishing chances. He misses a lot of chances, but if you keep creating for him, he'll finish them. And like I said, isolating him.
Was it the fourth goal? That was quality.
That's when his
fourth goal was quality.
Against low blocks, he's good, bro. He's not that good up against low blocks.
But I want to discuss Rodri, man. I think he deserves most of the credit. 2 assists yesterday on Saturday.
Balling.
You know what? Yeah, is Rodri going to be in for the shout? Like, if they win the league, and like, I don't know, like, player of the year. You know, I know a lot of people are saying other players like Foden and Palmer and whatnot, but you reckon does Rodri get the credit he deserves? Because I don't think he does, man. Because he's just a machine, bro. Like unbeaten in 71 games, is it, or something like that?
He doesn't get the credit he deserves. For me, I think Foden's been just slightly better than Rodri this year. So slightly, like 51%, 49 type thing. Like, but Rodri's like, the guy's just a machine, man. Like honestly, and he's added goals and assists to his game. He got 14 assists, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this.
14
assists. I'll tell you this, yeah. Go to your clubs, have a look at the most creative player at your football club and see if he's got more than 14 assists. I'm talking about your attacking mid. Yeah, go to your wingers and see if they've got more than 14 assists.
Saka's got 14.
Is that all comps or is that Prem?
That's all comps. 9 in the Prem.
Yeah, Saka's got 14.
You see him with Cole Palmer then. You see him with Cole Palmer then, innit?
This is a DM. 9 goals as well. 8 goals, sorry. Like the guys
Saka's got 9 in the league and 14 in total. But he's a right winger.
Yeah,
he's fucking.
No, Rodri man. I definitely. I think even in the era like back in the days, like when you had the Roy Keane, if he was in that era, I think we'll be looking saying that he was one of the best in the league, kind of thing. And I think Rodri will get his plaudits. I think in the here and now, it's hard to give his sort of plaudits now. I think once he puts his boots up, I think we'll give him his sort of respect. But when you see him, he's absolutely class. You know, I saw him last season as well. I think that was his like sort of. No, I wouldn't say breakout, but I think last season cemented his sort of role, and I think Pep used him as the anchor man, and I think that's just furthered into this sort of season as well. So rightly so, man. I think Rodri is absolutely class, man. I think
that guy steps up as well, big goals as well.
Yeah, he does.
Champions League final, scored the 1-0 against Arsenal a few years ago, which was a big goal. We needed that. We played shit that day, and he just turned up and just poked it in. Like so, the guy's good for a goal. He's good for assists. And like, I'll tell you this as well. When Fernandinho left, yeah, I was like, well, not left, a few years before he left, I was like, we're going to be fucked when this guy goes because like he was the best DM I'd seen at City, like in my life. And then obviously Rodri's just come in, like it's pretty mad to say, but I think he might be clearer Fernandinho, and that's some statement. Fernandinho was a fucking bad boy. So yeah, he's unreal, honestly. But yeah, for me, I think Foden's just been a bit better.
Spanish team. What?
Bilbao, I think it was Bilbao off Madrid or something.
No, Atleti. You got him from Atleti.
Yeah.
A lot of, you know what, as well, we signed him as well. A lot of people turned their nose up at that deal. I'm thinking 60 mil for that guy. Like,
him and Thomas Partey were both in the same team.
Yeah. And what a signing it's turned out to be.
I mean, he's gone 69, 70 games unbeaten or something stupid now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why it's so mad. It's
crazy.
I hate City though, like because no one really likes to play.
Yo, tell him again. Say that again. Reload that.
Yeah, like, no one likes to play against City. It's everybody just wants to shut up shop and we just defend for our lives and we make sure we just stop Haaland. Like it's not Haaland that you have to worry about because you know what game made me show that? I remember last season, even our shittest season that we had, we played you man at Anfield. Salah got the win. You see Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk. They didn't bother with Erling Haaland. It was the Bernardo Silvas that we had to worry about.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? We had to worry about the Fodens. So and it's like every team is just, if you keep thinking about Haaland, leave Haaland alone. focus on Rodri.
Nah, you're right.
Focus
You're
on
right.
your Fodens,
Foden,
and focus on your players like Jack Grealish or your Dokus, even in Gvardiol as well, coming up to his own. Because you allow these man to get into the rhythm and to play. Pep is chilling, bro. I think when he watches his football, I think he's just calm. I think
you don't see him landing planes or playing ball boy on the touchline like our manager. Our manager's running up, grabbing the ball. It's all like this. Pep's just sitting there with his water bottle, just like, yo, this is cool.
Yeah. The only time I know Pep is under the cosh is when that water bottle starts shaking. When I see that water bottle start shaking,
but do you know why he's so chill? Because he knows that he's set his team up and he knows that they're all tuned in. Whereas these other managers are so insecure with their tactics and their setup that they have to micromanage through the games. Yeah. And they're so focused on trying to beat Pep in a one-off game, in the league, that they take their eye off the ball in other games, which is why we ain't winning the league. We took 1 point out of 12 against Villa and Fulham. People want to cry about City,
you know.
Yeah. The mad thing about City as well, I think that's 43 unbeaten at home now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
like it's ridiculous. You're up against a team that is class. Yeah, but even when they got rid of all them players in the summer, that was an opportunity for my club and other clubs, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, to sit there and go, yo, they've got rid of Mahrez and Gundogan and ain't replaced them.
No, not us, mate.
Laporte, Cancelo, Palmer, and they're still sat there and unbeaten for exactly 6 months today. 5 months today.
What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it, man? Are you going to win the league then? Are you going to do something then? You know what I mean? Chat to us, Lee, man. Arsenal.
Bro, I hope we win the league because I'm tired, bro. Every single day saying the same shit online. Yeah, just win me the flipping league, man. I can buy the merch again. You know what I'm saying? Because the merch is fire.
Monsters, man.
And I know that burns you as well. Because you know that they come out some nice merch sometimes.
Yeah, and I sit there looking. That looks nice, you know.
Yeah,
this is when we were good, 1989, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow. You did your job, though. You did your job. You know, I think it was controversial, though, a little bit in aspects.
He dived. You know. Let's just be real with it. He dived, man. And the goal should have stood that they had to sit out. There was nothing
man.
Yeah. You know, we got very lucky because without that dive, we weren't scoring in that first half.
It was the same as the Brighton game, Lee. I actually said on my watch along, I said, this is exactly what happened against Brighton. Arsenal was just dominating the game, missing all the chances. Then they got the penalty, and then it was fucking game over. That's exactly what happened.
What do we do in them situations, though? Because let me ask you a question,
What we do is we go back and send these fuckers off and give them a 10-game ban retrospectively. Yeah, I know that don't change the game. Yeah, but you give them a 10-game ban, or you ban them for the whole season. Watch how quick they stop. Yeah, because he's done that against Bayern Munich twice this season. Yeah, he's done it against... Who did he do it against? Was it Man City or somebody? It was a big game this season a couple of weeks back. Might have been Tottenham. Yeah, it might have been Tottenham, but he's done it about 4 times. Saka's done it. Yeah, that was actually worse than the Saka one against Bayern Munich. Yeah, and the only way you get rid of it, because people will sit there and go, oh, you're being negative, you're being toxic. No, I'm consistent with it, because if that's down the other end, I'm saying the same thing. Yeah, Harvey Elliott's one where he dragged his foot. Yeah, that was never a penalty. Yeah, if you're walking down the street and you trip, yeah, you don't drag your foot across the floor. Just come on, get out of here, man. It's not natural. Yeah, it was Man United, was it? I don't know. One game this season he's done it, yeah. But the fact is, I think like we probably would have won the game anyway. Yeah, but you never know. We were 2-1 up if they get that goal allowed with 15 minutes to or 13 minutes to go. Different game, innit? Yeah. But he Brentford he dived as well. He's done it a lot this season. Listen,
this is the thing, though, Lee. Like for me, like I said, listen, you guys in that first half were creating some good chances. Again, you kept missing. So realistically, in reality, you should have been winning. But at the end of the day, that's your beef for not finishing your chances. We've still got to talk about the decisions, bro. And for me, I hate it when my players do that. What Havertz did, I hate it. Sterling's tried to do it a couple of times this season, and he never gets it. Because some refs don't fall for it. That ref the other day,
he's got a bit of a rep of doing it. And as for this geezer in the chat who says, or just be negative about Arsenal as per, bro, why are you here watching it? Yeah, it's not. I'll tell you what is negative, mate. I'll tell you what's negative. Yeah, going 20 years without winning a title, 30 without winning in Europe, 31 without a League Cup, and 4 without winning an FA Cup. What am I supposed to be screaming and shouting about? What, putting the pressure on? That's what Tottenham used to do. Yeah, the game is about winning, mate, not finishing second. Yeah, and at the end of the day, when I watch these pundits and that, they're idiot. I don't want to hear them. And I'll stop listening to these idiots on Sky Sports and Talk Sport and all of this, because they chat crap, right? Which is why they're trying to copy the YouTube sphere, because they know that this is the way to, and we're killing them, which is why they want a part of it now, right? But at the end of the day, you have to have consistency, Yeah, I called Harvey Elliott's one on a watch along a dive. I said, how's that a penalty? I've seen Mo Salah do it this season. He got a penalty for it. Yeah, I've seen many other players do it this season. Yeah, the one where
Even Joe,
was it Hoyland put his arm around Rodri and Rodri went down?
That was a guy.
Yeah, there's been loads, and I've called out all of them this season. Yeah, because at the end of the day, some of these penalties are an absolute disgrace. The only way you stop this diving in the penalty box is ban them for a year. Yeah, ban them for 6 months, ban them for 10 games. Watch how quick they stop diving. Because as soon as you touch a player now, they're rolling around, they're holding their ankles. As soon as the ball comes to them, they're straight back up and they're running around again. They're all cheats, bruv. Yeah, the only way you get rid of it is by banning them retrospectively. 10-game ban. Yeah, cool, you've won the game. It's cost them 3 points, or it's cost them a point, or whatever it may be. Yeah, however, you're banned for 10 games. Make somebody the scapegoat for it. Yeah, and say, right, you're the one. We're going to make an example of you. Now everyone will follow suit. Yeah, because it's just going to carry on otherwise.
Yep. But listen, it's you know what it is. You did the job though. I think for me, you had chances though in the game, man. Could have killed them off in the first half. Second half, you had so many chances as well. Trossard, baller, another brilliant signing. And yeah, it comes down to next week. Yeah, I know.
My baller. I keep telling everyone they don't want to listen, say because his name's not Bukayo Saka. He had one shot in that game and he scored. How many shots did that lot waste? Yeah, he's our best player. And guess what? He's 4 goals behind Starboy this season. He don't take penalties and plays after the minutes.
Yeah, that's mad, man. What the thing is, welcome. What do you think the title race now? Is it City still? They're going to drop points. Tottenham. I mean, what are you saying?
For a change, I would want listen. Liverpool can still win the league. but nevertheless, I think when City is just in this sort of momentum, because it's not City, it's just Pep for me. That's what is crazy that I'm saying that as well. As much as whoever could be playing for City, when I see Pep on the touchline, this guy, see what Lee talks about. This game is about winning, bro. And when you've done it before and you know how, it's just there. For Arsenal, it's the question, could they just break the ice? Because I believe that Arsenal have a good trajectory going up. If they win this league, Arsenal, 3 p.m. on a Saturday, under the lights. Bro, come on. I think teams will start, players will say, okay, Arsenal is a good project to go to if they win that league. But Saeed, I think, to answer your question, I think City just has that sort of momentum as well going for it as well. Missing out on the Champions League. And I think for the Prem, I think they're going to go for it really and truly.
I think this weekend's a big one. People want to speak about Spurs and that, but listen, this week we play Fulham first. If we win that game, then we can sit back because Lee's been in this privileged position over the last couple of weeks of being able to play first and which is, I tell you what,
playing that on purpose.
Playing second is grim, man. So if we can get our job done on Saturday against Fulham and then just sit back on Sunday. You know what I mean? Arsenal apparently have only won twice at Old Trafford. So everyone keeps on mentioning Spurs. It's like, hang on a minute. United have got. I think United is shit. You know my opinion on United, but like records are records, man. And you guys are beating Liverpool there. And if they only won twice in 15 years, which is a bit of a madness in itself. One of them was in COVID year, as well, apparently. That, who knows, man? So,
also get a bit spooked when they get Old Trafford, didn't it? You might get a bit spooked over there.
They always raise their game against us. That's been this Highbury Ultra in the chat. It says no mention of the red card on Saka. Don't suit your agenda. Lol. Yeah, should we mention the Kivior one against Luton that he didn't even get a yellow for as well? Exactly the same. Should we mention that? Don't suit your agenda, fella. Yeah, because if you're going to come and chat shit, I've got it all up here, mate. Elephant.
Lee Kendrick Gunner. Come on.
Kivior nearly snapped. What's his name? Andros Townsend's leg in 2. No yellow card. So what's the difference? What, are you going to mention that? Oh, no, you won't, because that don't suit your agenda, does it? Yeah, we can all play this game.
Yeah, you know what it is, this weekend's going to be a funny one, though, because obviously I don't want Arsenal winning the league, but at the same time, I don't want United to pick up any more points now, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want these not to finish.
What you're saying is you want City to win the league. This is a disgrace here. You're supposed to be back in the London clubs, not these.
Hell no. When did that happen? When Man City lift the trophy, I see it quickly. Cool. I go outside my house. It's quiet. You know what I'm saying? Quiet. There's nothing going on. Arsenal though, nah. Myth. Big.
Someone was saying on the podcast
in an ideal world, a draw would be perfect.
I was watching them.
As long as we win our games, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But I can't have United winning and I can't have Arsenal winning. But what I do think is gonna happen. I think Arsenal gonna do them, innit? I think Arsenal gonna do them, man. You lot have no fit centre backs.
Bro, listen, man, we're done,
Yeah,
man.
no Maguire,
Bro,
innit?
I'm worried about Crystal Palace tonight, man. I don't know about you lot, man. I'm worried about Crystal Palace.
Yeah, you should be
One at a
worried.
time. One at a time, man. One at a time. Let me deal with Eze and them, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me deal with Eze.
Come on, Palace.
Palace. What is that your
Mateta.
No, it's my local team, innit? It's my local team.
local team? Yeah, say no more. I'll let you off,
My
man.
local
Yeah,
team.
man, you're getting done, man. Monday night under the lights, bro. Monday night
Yes.
under the
Hey,
lights.
I'm shitting my pants tonight. I can't lie to you. I'm shitting it, bro. I
And you know,
swear
Oliver
down.
Glasser got Palace playing that good football right now.
Wharton,
that
bro,
good
they got some good players, man. Eze. Aye,
Bro, they've
listen,
got some
man.
good ballers, bro. Right now, they're
Anderson.
looking better than you lot, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That just
listen.
goes to show as well that a manager, I think I've frozen.
Facts.
A manager can get a style of play inside 2 months. Yeah, and start bopping things off the park. My Mac's dusted. I don't know what's happened here, lads.
I was gonna say we're gonna wrap it up anyway. Don't worry, man. Naval says, it's a catch-22. It's honestly, it's mad. It's a mess-up situation. If we get Tuchel or Conte back, I'm loving. It's better than Poch, of course, by a crunchy mile. Warren says, big up LB, and then Devreda says, City fan alone this weekend. Come on, MUN. What? Who's
We're
MUN?
supporting United with you. Man United, didn't it?
City fan alone this weekend. Have a day off, mate. Are you mad? You're crazy, man. Should belong to Arsenal, mate. Are you mad?
Well, I'm on loan to City as well, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, you're on loan. Yeah, I know that. But this is L Super Chat, man. I can't lie, but big up anyway. Listen, guys, please get us to 1,000 likes, man. We're not even still there yet, and we've been live for an hour and a half, man. Please, guys, get us to 1,000 likes. There's 743 right now. If you haven't done it already, thumbs up button, bottom right hand corner. Big up to everyone who super chatted today. Nevada, Winter Surfer, Warren, everyone. You know what I mean? Reggie Thoughts. Shout out to everybody who's been here. I don't know what's going on with Lee there. It's
gone black screen, man. StreamYard's bugging out.
Yo, guys, please follow everyone's channels. Lee Gunner, Welks, Don, LB, everyone's channels. Link in description. Follow their channels, people. Subscribe to their channels. Get them to 20K. Get them to 100K. Get to Don to 1K.
I just got 700, so
100. Yeah, so now 300. You get me? Welks as well. Is it Welcome's Corner, innit?
No. Leave me out of it.
Okay. There you go. So just follow whenever, you know what I mean, what he does and that. I'll be back tonight live for the watch along. And yeah, man, it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Give us a score.
Easy, yeah.
3-1 Palace.
We're trying to wrap this up as quick as we can. Look at him. Look. Trying to get out of it.
I can't see you, man. Where were you?
Don't worry, man. No face, no case.
Who scores for you lot, though?
Bruno Fernandes penalty. You know what I mean? That's probably it.
Bruno Pen. He's mocking it.
I don't know.
Imagine thinking about this when Fergie was here, that United would be predicting that Palace are going to beat them.
Bro, imagine drawing to Sheffield and that. It's mad. Yeah, man. Imagine being 11th. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean.